Now we're going to the Q&A. As usual, we'll take questions in the chat. If you want to stay anonymous, you put them in the box. If you want to be first in line, you send it through the Cash App. And it's 11:44, it's divine numbers. So you got some divine time to put your questions in before we go into the prayer mode. So I'll give y'all a little bit of time.
Y'all don't got no questions? Y'all clear today? Y'all good today?
You're gonna change the music. Wait like another 2 minutes. Got a compliment on our garb. Thank you, Asante, to you big time, Ben B. What are the properties of water and fire, like for releasing and manifestation? Well, the properties for water is for cleansing and for healing. The property for fire is for destruction and for like magnifying or activating. Activation is probably a better word. So if you're using the element of water, you're using it for some type of like balancing your vibration, cleansing the body, cleansing the aura, cleansing the spirit, healing the body, healing from traumas, healing the mental, right? And then you can use the element of fire to, like, let's say you want to burn away disease, burn away cancers, burn away viruses, burn away enemies, burn away curses, burn away contracts, or activate chakras, activate your power, activate your energy, activate a ritual, activate a spell, things like that. So those would be the properties of water and fire. Good question there. Kate loves running. Any other questions for tonight? When using some Nikki's so pretty. When using candles for a ritual that have a long burn time, like 8 hours, do you let it burn completely, or do you use it in increments? Even though 8 hours, is long, but it's not crazy long. You can let it burn the full 8 hours. And you said in the bathroom, that's what you said? Oh, no, I didn't say that. Ritual, yeah, you just keep it in a space where, it's not going to burn anything. Nothing can fall on it or catch fire. If you do it at night, You definitely want to make sure that there's nothing around that can catch fire to it, that can land on. You can also put it like in the bathroom. If you have it on a plate already and you're doing a ritual, and then you can move it to the bathroom if you got to go leave and do something, whatever. Put it in the tub, right? Put it in the sink. Put it just somewhere where it's just not going to catch fire, and you can let it burn all the way through. Oh, but like I said, but if it depends, like, and if it's like in a little jar or something, then that should be fine as well. But just put it in a place where there's like no way nothing could fall on it or it could fall on anything else, and you can let it burn for 8 hours. It's usually when you're doing like candles that burn for like days. Candles that can burn for days, you don't need to burn the whole way through. And technically, you don't have to burn the whole 8 hours through. You don't have to. It's just the longer you burn it, the more powerful the ritual. But if you also use like a bigger candle that burns a long time, and you put a lot of spiritual energy on the ritual, and you put a lot of spiritual energy and incantations on the candle, then you don't necessarily have to burn the whole thing at that time, because you put enough energy into the candle to begin with, right? You really just need at least like a couple of hours of burn. If you can at least get a couple of hours of burn, anywhere from like 2 to 4 hours, then you're pretty straight.
I know me personally, I don't like interrupting my candles, so I used to burn them at night and sleep with them through them before. I realized that really wasn't the safest thing to do. So now what I do is I burn the candles at a time that I know I'll be home. So if, like, say you get off at 4 and you're home for the night, go ahead and start burning your candle, as soon as you get home. So by the time you go to bed or whatever, the candle should be on its way out. That's personally what I do now, to not interrupt my works.
Shay. See, Hoya Maris?
Sure.
Breaking soul contracts, question mark? I mean, it's not really a question.
Right.
I don't know what direction you want me going. Big Time Ben B says, so will lower vibrational people just disappear at the start of the matriarch this coming spring? Lower vibrational people disappear when you become high vibrational. It has nothing to do with
them just falling off the face of the earth kind of thing.
It has nothing to do with the timing of the year, of the age, of the life. Lower vibrational people will disappear if you are focused on high vibrations.
Yeah.
That being said, you can be a high vibrational person and still see low vibrational people. It's a choice. It's about what you choose to focus on. If you choose to focus on high vibrations, then the others will fall off. Yes. Now, as far as the matriarchy thing, I don't know, because let's say that there's this matriarchy that is coming in the spring. Which matriarchy are you talking about? That's like me saying, there's a new kingdom being established. Whose kingdom? It could be so many people, so many different groups' kingdom, right? So many people can have a kingdom. So when you say matriarchy, we say it, and you're saying it as if there's like one type of matriarchy. There's just like all women are the same, all goddesses are the same, all queens are the same. Like, no, they're all tied to a culture. They're tied to a way of doing. They're all tied to a system. They're tied to a way of doing things. So there are low vibrational matriarchies. Lilith is a low vibrational matriarchy. Diana is a low vibrational matriarchy, right? Hera and Helena are low vibrational matriarchies. So it depends on which matriarchy that comes in, right? That would even dictate such a thing about as far as what happens, So it depends on which vibration or matriarchy are you going to be a part of. It's a money ritual specifically, if that matters. Oh, the candle thing? Oh, yeah. Well, it goes the same for the money ritual when the candles. What are some high frequency music that you can listen to meditate? I mean, that's simple. You just go on YouTube and type in high frequency, right? And there's different types of frequencies. Some will say, root chakra, crown chakra. So I guess the highest ones would be like the crown chakra or the love energy frequencies and things like that. But there's a lot of people who need the lower frequencies because a lot of people need their root and their sacral chakras stimulated and healed. To tell you the truth, everybody's trying to go to these higher ones, and it's about, to fully activate yourself, you have to activate all 7 chakras, which means you got to go from the root where the Kundalini starts, right? You have to go from the root and push that energy all the way up through the 7. So don't neglect the bottom chakras.
963, that's the higher one.
It is our neglection of the lower chakras, which is why we're so over-sexualized, because we're neglecting them. Sex and babies and things like that, those are low-level ways to stimulate those chakras. We want to stimulate those chakras the same way you would try to stimulate the crown and the third eye. The same, so when I try to stimulate and activate my chakras, I meditate on all of them in the same exact way. So you want to deal with all the chakras, because you need the whole body to elevate, not just a portion of your body. I find Palo Santo is good to me, but is there ever too much or too little? On the contrary, Palo Santo you can use all day. Palo Santo, I'm a big Palo Santo fan. Palo Santo, you can never have too much Palo Santo. You could have too little, I suppose, if you ain't got none. You definitely want to have some. Palo Santo, we should definitely that needs to be utilized more in spiritual households, because that's a true cleanser and healer. He doesn't have that extra manifestation parts to it. It's just a cleansing and healing tool. How to break soul contracts. You can do it through meditation. You can do it through ritual, which is spell work. You can do it through just focus and determination. People do that all the time. They don't even realize it. You can do it through changing your habits, right? Changing, who you talk to, hang out with, right? But on a spiritual level, you do it through ritual or through meditation or guided meditation, right? We do assist with that. Yes, heaven is a state of mind And in that state of mind, you have to draw out it's a state of mind, right? And when you put that in your mind then begins to build it in the physical. In order for it to build it, though, it has to know what it's building. If you just say, I want to build heaven, that's not enough of a blueprint. Heaven is what you think heaven is. So then you need to be able to describe what heaven is, write down what heaven is. And this is why the prayers that I listen to, that I've created myself, are my heaven, so that my subconscious knows exactly what heaven looks like. And it has begun to build that. The patriarchy was a 12,000-year age ruled by fear. Once the wicked witch and her monkeys fell, or once the wicked witch and her monkey fell, then so did the matriarchy. So how could women rule a matriarch love era if they lost light codes? That's a lot. You're saying a lot there. Well, the matriarchy is women ruling, if I'm not mistaken, and the patriarchy is men ruling, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that what it is? So I'm confused. The wicked witch, okay, which is part of the matriarchy, so did the matriarchy. So you're saying that the wicked witch fell, and so did the matriarchy. Okay. So how could women rule a matriarch if they lost light codes? Well, don't women have to rule if it's called a matriarch? So I'm a little confused on what you mean there. And I don't know what light codes are.
What you said, I said
yeah, I've heard light codes used many times, and I never know what it is because it never really seemed like it was tied to anything real. You're welcome, Hoya Maris. Can you please speak on the signs for what chakra is being activated? That's by Dreamy Titan. Can you please speak on the signs for what chakra is being activated? The signs. What chakra is being activated? I mean, it's kind of it's very large. It's like a vague question because, a sign that my throat chakra is being activated is me talking. And me really speaking on a high vibrational level, right? But I guess if you're talking about what's being activated when you're doing meditation, then the sign would be you feeling it. You're trying to feel it. The longer that you sit trying to activate or stimulate a chakra, the longer you do it, the more you'll start to feel it. In the beginning, you might have a hard time feeling it because you're so out of touch with your chakras. So then you'll have to practice. So the more you practice, the more you will feel it. So it's literally, you feel it. You can feel that little energy portal moving. See where y'all at, though. We Appreciate you, big time, Bambi. Oh, what's real spiritual, not out of real, okay. All right. That looks like that's the, my throat chakra being stimulated. That's why I got the itch in my throat. So, looks like that's the last question.